Okay guys, I am back. This is another one of my... I'm just changing the iTunes song. This is just one of my, This is another one of my Macworld 2008 videos, but... Okay, let's see. The world's thinnest notebook, the MacBook Air. Very thin, pretty cool design. Let's roll through the pictures. It's very thin. It's pretty cool. Let's see. It doesn't say right here, but I think at its thinnest point it is, I think it's like 0.25 or 0.27 of an inch. So, let's start with the tech specs. Let's get it in there. Okay, yeah, at its thinnest point is height-wise is 1.16 through 0.16 through 0.76 of an inch. But that's probably with the opener closed. But okay, let's see. The display has the same displays as the MacBooks. Only choose glossy though. This is a matte screen, by the way, but I like it a lot better. My HP was glossy, and whenever I would go outside or be in a car, I'd get so much glare off it. Go with matte, guys, really. It gives you the same amount of pictures, but with less glare. I don't know why anyone would go with glossy. Unless it's with, like, desktops. Desktops, like monitors, I think glossy would be perfectly fine, because you're not going to get much glare off it if it's inside. But, okay. Wireless 802.11n. It's the fastest wireless, and it's B&G compatible, so any wireless router you really have, it'll be fine with. Let's see. Connections. One USB 2.0 port, one audio out, and one micro DVI port. One USB port. Apple is really cutting it too low on the USB ports with everything. I think MacBooks only have two. My MacBook Pro, two USB ports, that's it. I have to have a hub. Well, when I'm at my house, I just use my hub, but I mean, it's ridiculous. Two USB ports, and this has one. One. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's so stupid. But, yeah, it's a pretty cool design. It's thin. It's got a 13.3-inch screen, same as the MacBooks. Let's see. Graphics and video support. Okay. I'm trying to go back between good and bad. Okay. Intel GMA X3100 graphics processor, which 144 megabytes of DDR2 SD RAM shared with the main memory. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I think it's not the 144. I don't think it's dedicated specifically to the graphics card. I think it's probably only 128 to the graphics card. But built-in eyesight, great. I have my eyesight up there. Good battery, 5 hours. Wireless productivity, so if you're online, you get about 5 hours out of it. Normal use, you'll probably get about 4. My MacBook says 6, I get about 5. It's normal, they exaggerate, everyone does it. I'm going through and try to find some good out of this. But okay, the full-size keyboard and full-size mouse. It's black. It looks kind of awkward, but I would definitely have black. I think they should make the whole computer in black, make it in white, gray. I think, well, maybe just like the aluminum black, like my MacBook here. But they definitely should make the keyboard available in a different color, definitely. But the trackpad with the multi-touch, like with my iPod Touch, you know how if you pinch or drag, or flick or whatever, you can do that with the MacBook Air's touchpad, which is pretty cool. It's definitely cool. I like it. Okay, this is just something I thought was kind of funny. Environmental status report. Going green, the environment's great. Helping out the environment's perfectly fine, but I think this is pretty funny. Okay. MacBook Air embodies Apple's continuing environmental progress. It consumes the least amount of power of any Mac, and it also is designed with the following features to reduce environmental impact. Okay. Largely recyclable, low-volume packaging. Cool. So you can recycle your box. Sweet. PVC-free internal cables. Okay. Mercury-free LCD display with arsenic-free glass. I really would hope that there wouldn't be arsenic or mercury in my display, but I guess that's good. And my favorite, highly recyclable aluminum enclosure. So if you ever want to recycle your MacBook Air that you paid so much for, you can. So it's sweet. That'd be so funny for garbage guys if they were out there and they saw a MacBook Air in the recycle bin. That'd be pretty funny. But processor and memory. Intel Core 2 Duo with 4 megabytes on-chip shared L2 cache running at full processor speed. 800 megahertz front side bus. I think that's what this is. Let's check. The front side bus is what I'm saying. This is a 2.2 gigahertz. Front side, yep, 800 megahertz front side bus. 2 gigs of DDR2 SD-RAM. 2 gigs is great, but it's soldered on the board. It's so stupid. You can never change it. Just like my Power Mac G4. Think about it. It cost, I think it was like over $2,000 when they first came out, and it came with what, 128 or 256 maybe of RAM. And then 5 years down the line, you're never going to be able to upgrade it. So you paid that much money for something that you can never really upgrade. So pretty dumb. 2 different processor speeds, 1.6 gigahertz and a 1.8. And let's see. Another thing, the hard drive. I'll get into the prices in a sec, by the way. But you can get a parallel ATA drive. I'm not sure if that's SATA or PATA. PATA sounds weird. But okay, the PATA drive is an 80 gigabyte standard. It's a 4200 RPM drive with it's just a regular hard drive. Or you could get the 64 gigabyte solid state drive. What is a solid state drive, you might ask? Well, I'm going to show you what it basically is. Okay, give me 1 sec, guys. I'm having a hard time finding my example for you. Oh, well, but, oh, I could use this as an example. 1 sec. Okay, okay. See this? This is a hard drive. This is an older IDE one, but still, it's a hard drive. It's got moving internal parts. This is what holds data. It's your internal. When you boot your hard drive, you'll hear or feel a little disk spinning. Okay. That's an example of what the standard drive is. The optional solid state drive, first of all, it's 64 gigabytes. It's less space. 80 versus 64. Solid state drives are a lot faster. They're definitely so much faster. But they're also more expensive, less space. But like boot times are like 5 seconds. This is only my video, by the way, of it of my MacBook booting. It boots now in like between 10 and 15 seconds. I think before, because I had 2 hard drives, a card reader with 3 cards in it plugged in, an iPod Touch on, and a few other things all plugged in at once. So I'll do a update to that. Let's see. Yeah, solid state drives. This is an example of it. My Extreme Compact Flash 4 gig card. It's got no moving parts, so it's so much faster. There's probably going to be a part 2 to this. Yeah, I'm going to cut it here, and you will have a part 2.